Hi, this is Harish here. Welcome to DB2 LUW HADR tutorial part 10. In this tutorial, I'm going to talk about a tip. The tip is actually there is a new feature that is introduced, table space level restore on the standby, and this feature is surprisingly not working for me. And the scripts that I'm using, the data files that I'm using are freely available for download at db2luwacademy.blogspot.in. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/db2luwacademy. And this slide talks about the problem scenario and the big question. The problem scenario is the table space restore. It's a new feature, the table space restore on the standby is not working. I have a test case and it is not working. So the big question is I don't know why it is not working. What is wrong in my test case? So any helpful inputs on solving the issue would be good for me. And this is a new feature. It got introduced in 11.1, and I think it is in some 10.5 fixpack 8 and above itself. It might be applicable, but I'm not 100% sure. So 11.1 definitely yes, it is there. 11.1, 11.1 dot that mod pack 1 fixpack 1 and above, and I think there is 11.1.2.2 also is the latest one. So the maintenance level 2 and the fixpack level 2. The advantage with this is it saves a lot of time for reinitialization of standby. So if some error occurs at the table space level, you do not need to restore the entire database from the primary. So on the standby machine, if some error occurs and the table space is coming out of the roll forward set and it's not getting replicated, or the log records for that table space is not getting replayed on the standby, there won't be any impact on the primary. The primary will be normal, but the standby, the table space will be in an error condition. So in order to rectify this, in order to solve this issue, we used to take the entire database backup of the primary and we have to restore it onto the standby. So this particular feature is providing you the table space level reinitialization. It saves a lot of time. It's a good feature, useful feature. Surprisingly, I mean, it's no more a surprise. Anything bad will always occur to me. I don't know why. It just happened. It just happened. And I'm not related to Murphy also. Anyways, it's not working for me. Anyway, I have the test case. I'm going to show you that. And I'm using 11.1.2.2, which is like the latest. But I'm using the Developer Express edition. And I have tried it in Advanced Enterprise Server edition, trial edition also in 11.1. Modpack 1, fixpack 1, and it is not working. So I'm not sure what is the problem with my test case. So I'm going to give you a demonstration of that scenario. So this is my primary. So how do I say that? Okay, the HADR is all up and running. It's configured, and this is like a CentOS system and like an RHEL based open source thing. Even though it's not certified, you can use it. I'm using it. It's fine. And I have tried it in RHEL also. It's not working, believe me. Okay, and yeah, it's connected. It's primary, and the standby machine is OpenSUSE. So I think I have taken like the favorite two Linux enterprise systems and the open source versions of it. Okay, so so again the same thing, DB2 PD and HADR. So it is connected standby system, and it's in peer state, and it's all looking good. Okay, so fine. So what my test case is going to do is, let's go check it out. So I'm going to connect to the HADR database on the primary. I'm going to list the table spaces. I'm going to create the table staff. I'm going to just simply load a data into that staff table. A few records is enough, and I say copy S so that I don't get any errors. And I, instead of a shared location, mistakenly I gave a local location, which you typically it happens. Okay, and I'm intentionally creating this scenario so that the table space in the standby will get errored out, right? Like you can, I'm going to show you that. Okay, so let me just connect to the HADR database. Let's go to the CentOS box first, connect to the HADR. I think the table space is already there. So list table spaces. So everything is normal. The data is in user space 1, and it's perfectly normal. And okay, so let's go. I hope the table is there already, because certain things I have already created. Yeah, the staff table is there. and let's do one thing, load the data. So I'm going to load this and commit and keep it open, keep the connection open. Okay, done. Okay, so the load has got it, the load has completed, and you can see that in the standby, it's still standby, it's in peer state. But if you look at the table spaces, so you can see that, look at that, it's 100 actually. So because of the font, it's wrapping to the next line. The state is 100. Okay, so db2 tbst, I hope I'm giving the correct command. Yep, it's restore pending. So this is, so it has moved out of that roll forward in progress, or the roll forward, perpetual roll forward state. The table space has received some errors, so it has come out. Okay, and that's what it is showing. You can check the numbers again. 100 is that hexadecimal code for that. Okay, so it went into restore pending state. Okay, now what do you need to do to fix this? Usually to fix this, what we do is take the full backup, and you can look in the dialog also. I'm not showing you, but you can look in the dialog for the user space one. There will be an error available. Okay, you can check that out. And what I'm doing is, so instead of taking the entire table space entire database backup, I'm only taking the backup of the affected or the error table space, which is on the primary. So first I have to take the backup on the primary online, and I have to go and restore it onto the standby. That's the idea. So let's go do that. And this is all, and this is already, I'm in the connection and it's up and running. So I don't want to break the connection, so I'll go for a new session, the CentOS box, db2inst1, db2inst1. Okay, and I'm going to say take the backup for me. Done. Okay, and it's going to take a while, so okay, there you go. The HADR.3. So the 4 is the load copy image, so we don't need to worry about it. So this is the file that is the table space level backup, which is of about 45 MB. Okay, so that is there. So HADR3 is there, and we need to now download this file. So I'm using this FileZilla program. So I'm going there, and I am going to do a refresh. Okay, so let me look at, yeah, HADR3, that's the file, 45 MB file. I'll go to the document section. So I'll first download it. Okay, onto this is downloading it onto the Windows box, and yep, done. So the download is done. Then I will upload it to the OpenSUSE machine, and I'll also do a refresh here. Okay, so HADR3, that's the one. Upload it. Yep, it's I'm sure. So it's done. 193200. I'm pretty sure that's the file. Yep, 193200. Yeah, that's the table space level backup file, and we have uploaded it, so we can see that right away. So what you need to do now is deactivate the database, stop the HADR, restore the offline restore of that table space alone, and start the HADR as standby again, and run the table spaces command. Now when we do that, okay, so the expectation is, so everything ran perfect. Everything ran perfect. You can see that I have deactivated it, I have stopped the HADR, I have restored the HADR, the database, I have restored the table space alone and offline, and I have again started it as standby. The expectation is this table space state, right? There you go. It is, it should be 40. It should not be 80. And this is as per IBM documentation. So if I go and say db2 tbst table space state, that is still roll forward pending. It should not be in roll forward pending. it should be roll forward in progress, then only it will get replicated. And I have verified this with the knowledge center. It should be 40, but what we are getting is the table space at 80, which means it won't work. And I did the takeover. You can do the takeover and you can see yourself that whatever is there, that table space is going to be still in error condition only. You cannot access any tables in those table spaces after the takeover. I have done this and it's not working. The table state itself is wrong. The table space state itself is wrong after that activity. You can search in the knowledge center. They have very clearly given the steps, and I don't know what I'm seriously missing. Whether it is my groggy eyes or lack of concentration, I don't know. It's plain out and simple, but it's not working. Okay, so any inputs, any help is appreciated, and that's the tip I wanted to provide to you in this video tutorial. Hope this information was useful to you. Subscribe to my channel, youtube.com/tb2lew academy. See you in the next video tutorial. Until then, bye bye.